All right, y'all, let's get into this. So, Katt Williams just revealed that he was inspired by Tyler Perry and bought a military base, which he's turning into a film studio. So, let's go ahead and get into this clip of Katt Williams on the Jimmy Fallon show, basically explaining this. Let's get into it.
I heard that you bought a military base in Alabama. Is that true? A military base?
As starving comedians would do.
Now, I don't know if you're being truthful or not. Did you really buy one?
Yeah, Fort McClellan. Yeah, what? Because the reason why like my life works in golf and off the golf course is because I follow instruction well, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I see somebody do a good job, I just want to do a good job.
Yeah.
I'm going to follow the example.
Yeah.
Right? So Tyler Perry got a military base.
That's correct.
Made it into a movie studio and started making movies. Katt Williams.
Bought a military base. Are you making movies?
I'm not wearing dresses. Yeah.
No,
making movies.
Congratulations.
And you're invited to film out there. Like, come do an episode out there and it's going to be wonderful.
Come on, bro. Thank you. Yeah. I would totally do that. I heard that you bought a military.
All right, so Katt Williams purchased the let me pull this up. Let me see if I can pull this military base up. So he purchased the military base in Alabama, which he's turning into a movie studio. Now, my thing is, being as though that these corporations, these film corporations are moving into a whole different direction. Now they allowing niggas to purchase studios now. Before when niggas wanted to, band together, and put their money together and do things like this, the establishment wasn't for it. So now that they're moving in a new direction, I feel like they giving niggas leftovers. That's how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. I feel like they are moving. So you have Tyler Perry, who purchased a military base, turned it into a studio. You have 50 Cent that purchased a property that turned into G Unit Studios in Shreveport. And now you have Katt Williams turning a military base into a filming company, a filming studio. All right, let me get into this real quick.
Rumors have been swirling about Katt Williams building a production studio in Anniston.
Today, WVTM 13's Zoe Blair made the trip to get some answers.
On the other side of this fence is the old Fort McClellan property. In November, rumors started popping up that comedian Katt Williams had bought it. Today, Anniston Mayor Jack Draper confirmed that news to us, saying Williams plans to turn it into a production studio. Before Fort McClellan closed down in 1999, it was a major force in Anniston's economy. Mayor Draper says he hopes the new studio can have a similar economic impact. The mayor tells us Williams and his team are already in the process of moving in, and the city has been working with them.
This is a sector of the economy that I think can be transformational for this region. We as a city have met with Mr. Williams' team consistently over the last few months, as have city staff. But you're talking about jobs, you're talking about construction projects, not only for the city, county, but also the region. This is a perfect setting for a production company.
Now, there have been no official announcements from Katt Williams or his team about when they plan to start using this as a production studio. But as we learn more, we're going to keep you updated on air and online. In Anniston, Zoe Blair, WVTM 13.
Y'all remember when Tyler Perry was set to buy BET?
This is what I love about it. When Bob Johnson sold it in 2000, I think it was, there wasn't one black person who could buy these black people to be in a position to buy it. That makes me feel really, really excited.
Like you said.
All right, Tyler Perry fans. Now, the clip you just saw was from an interview with Entertainment Tonight in regards to the bid for BET, majority stake ownership, and Tyler Perry's comment about how, several years ago when BET was up for sale, there were no black individuals able to bid on it, you know, because nobody had that kind of money. But now there are multiple black men and women throwing their hat into the ring, and it's just a beautiful thing to see. So honestly, I really don't have any commentary. That's
See, I like the fact that they able to, you know, be able to create opportunities for other people to get jobs by having these studios. But it's like now we know that the big major film companies is moving in a whole big direction with artificial intelligence, but they're not letting folks like Tyler Perry, Katt Williams, and these and 50 Cent. They're not letting people get in on that. It's like they're giving us the leftovers and be like, all right, we done with this, so now y'all can go ahead and run with that. We running with this. And that's what I feel like. I'm like, they never gonna let niggas get in on, you know what I mean, what's the latest technology that's being used. It's like they throwing around and having niggas buy up old shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's crazy because look what happened to Bill Cosby when he wanted to buy NBC. Look at what happened to Michael Jackson when he wanted to buy Disney. And that's the shit I'm talking about. Michael Jackson was talking about streaming companies way before they came up with the idea to start streaming companies. He was already, his mindset was on that because he's been hearing that through the chatter of the elites that wanted to start running that type of technology. So he wanted to, he was going to get in early on that, and look what happened to him. This is crazy, bro. So what I want to pull this up real quick. Hold on, I want to pull this to give y'all an example of what the hell I'm talking about and why they not going to let niggas in on this. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna let niggas in on this. So Liongate, this is just one prime example of a company. Liongate Inc.'s deal with the AI firm to mine massive film and TV library. In a significant movie, in a significant move, Liongate video-focused artificial intelligence research firm Runway have inked a deal that will see Runway through the generative AI model on Lionsgate content. And we'll see the entertainment company use this tech as to produce future film and TV. So this is them basically using the AI generated film and scripts. That's like using Chat GPT to write the scripts, or using an AI generated program that could produce the movie for you by just typing in some prompts. This is going to be the new way of film and television. And what I'm saying is they already bought the likeness and the image to the most of these A-list actors. So they're going to be able to use these people likeness and image to basically, you know, without even using them. They could be dead and long gone, and their image and likeness still could be used to produce movies. They not letting Tyler Perry, Katt Williams, and 50. They not letting niggas in on this type of, you know what I mean, technology. They giving us the old. They giving them the old shit. Studios. You know what I mean? Like these film companies are moving into much more smaller spaces. They don't need big studios anymore. That's why they letting these niggas buy this shit up, because they don't need them no more. They moving into smaller spaces. They're moving into one fucking studio, PC can produce a whole film. One software could produce a whole damn film without the actors coming in and filming anything. Now they might still be able to, use that as far as like certain situations where they need people to fill in certain markers or whatever. But they don't need big ass studios for that shit no more. You know what I mean? So I feel like they let niggas run with the old model and they're running with the new model. That's what's happening. That's strictly what's happening here. So it says while the details are scarce, these companies say that their new model will be customized to Lionsgate proprietary portfolio of film and television content and exclusive to the studio. The purpose will be to help Lionsgate Studios, its filmmakers and directors, and other creative talents um, augment their work. Basically, I mean, create films at a faster pace, create TV shows at a faster pace, just by typing in prompts. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't gonna need the actors to come in and really do anything. They can take their voice, and program their voice into characters, and they can take their image and and AI generate their image and produce whole movies with it. This is crazy, bro. So Lionsgate Studio behind John Wick and the Hunger Games and other franchises. Lionsgate deal is the first partnership between Runway and a major Hollywood studio. Though everyone in the business is looking at the potential for the tech closely, given the speed in which generated AI tech can create images and videos based on the text or images prompts. Y'all see where they going with it? Y'all see where they going with it? It can also insinuated by Lionsgate Vice Chair Mike Burns to ultimately serve and reduce costs. That's all they're aiming for, is to produce films at a faster pace for lower costs. You know what I mean? That's what they aiming to do. They not letting niggas in on that. They're not asking them to come invest in that. They don't, you know what I'm saying? They're not getting a piece of that. No. That's what I'm saying. That's why they allow niggas to buy up these big ass studios that's obsolete to where the technology that's going to be used in the near future. This is crazy, bro. It's what else? Runway is a visionary best in class partner who will help us to utilize AI to develop cutting edge, capital efficient content creation and opportunities, said Burns. Several of our filmmakers are already excited about the potential application in their pre-production and post-production process. We view AI as a great tool for augmenting, enhancing, and supplementing our current operations. It said, of course, AI tools have become a flashpoint for Hollywood and unions worried about the impact on jobs. Well, yeah, that's what that SAG-AFTRA was all about, that march, because they already knew that the AI companies came in and inked deals with the with these major studios, and these people is no longer needed. They're not going to need, all these people. All they're going to need is the to write. They don't need them directors. They don't need no producers. They don't need, assistants. They don't need the actors. They don't need the music. They don't need the the composers. They don't need none of that, because now you can AI generate the music for the background, for the soundtrack. You can AI generate that music in minutes, in seconds. Same thing they're gonna be able to do with the film. So all these people they're not gonna need all these people. They all being replaced with artificial intelligence. You know what I'm saying? This I'm saying that, this is crazy though. So being as though they allow 50 Cent, Katt Williams, and Tyler Perry and various other people that are looking to buy into studios, they're buying into the old model. That's what they're buying into. The old freaking model.
If you crave nature but still shop online, Night and Day Herbals is your dream come true. Discover premium herbal soaps, shampoos, and CBD products. All organic, all for you. Shop now at nightandayherbals.com.